What's old is becoming new again. Juannie is here. She's the creator and owner of Spongie's Whimsicals and Gifts and the co-owner of Spongie Acres Bed and Breakfast. And now we are making, this is so cool, sock monkeys. So I know Chris Allen remembers these from his childhood. I think I had one growing up. So tell me a little bit about how you got this idea. You said that you grew up in the country and had to entertain yourself, basically.
That's about it. We grew up, it was quite a ways in the country. We didn't have a lot of sports and things available to us, and my mom always sewed and knit everything that we wore, so there was always all bits of fabric laying around. I started out making doll clothes. We got real creative, making different things, and just over the years, we've kind of followed suit. Things Mom had made when we were little, my sister and I, actually she does it as well, and we just kind of tried to duplicate.
And I absolutely love this idea. So tell me, we're going to make one of these today. So, and show you how easy it is. So you have all the steps out here, and basically what you start with is a pair of socks.
That's
as easy as that.
Right. The socks that most people are familiar with are the red heel socks, and these socks came to be about 1900. I guess people started making sock monkeys. The original person to make them is the unknown. The joke is it was a little old lady with lots of old socks and lots of time on her hand, but we don't really know that. But anyway, it's the red heel sock that we start with. They kind of look like this. We take a pair of socks, we turn them inside out, and the first step is you just kind of fold one sock is what you're going to do the body with. And then the other sock will be what you'll make all the bits with, like all the ears and the tail and so on. So that's step number one. Okay, I'm just going to drop these down here as I go through the steps with you.
Yeah, just drop them on the ground and we'll
And then
take
step
you through all
number
the steps.
2, and they might have to pan into the camera a little bit with this because it may be a little difficult. This is the only part that you're actually going to do on a sewing machine, okay? And normally you don't have these big red stitches, but I tried to show exactly
how you stitch down.
The body is going to be right here, this piece, and then this will be the 2 arms, and then the tail comes through here, and then the ears, and this, of course, will be the muzzle. And sometimes you have little bits left over. I don't throw anything out. I save every little piece I have because I can always make something with it.
All right, that sounds good. Yes, kind of waste not, want not philosophy.
Right. Step number 3, what we do is we have to take all of these little bits then that we've sewn up, and we cut them all out, and we turn them all. So this is going to be the body, okay, and that will be the hiney. These will be the arms, and then we'll have the muzzle here, and then we'll have the ears. So we are left with all these little bits, okay, and then the next step is going to be where we actually start sewing things up. We take that one piece of sock that was the main body, and we stuff. I use just a polyfill that you can buy at Walmart or any craft store, and that's what I use to stuff these with. You take that and you put it, stuff the body, and then you're going to stitch the body up, which this one right here, I've actually step 5, and here you can see this was the body that wasn't stitched, and now we've got this one that is stitched, okay? And then once we get this part, once I'm at this part, I'm kind of happy because I feel like, okay, now it's starting to look like something.
It does. It looks like the sock monkey.
Yes. It's starting to look like something, and it's a lot easier to work with at that point.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing how it goes from a couple pairs of socks to that. So
Right. And then the next step is where we start with the actual putting the little face on and so on. This one, you have the little muzzle, which was actually the heel of the red heel sock, and we kind of stitch around here. It's called base stitching, and that just keeps all the raw edges in, so it's a finished look when you finish it.
Okay.
And so we kind of position this up here, and what I normally do, I didn't actually do the needle to bring this with me today, but the gist of it is you stitch around the top, then once you get the top stitched, you take your stuffing and you fill it into here, and then you'll stitch underneath to hold that, and that will form the muzzle.
Very cool.
And we have one like that I will show you, that particular one. Right here, oops. Okay, here we have the muzzle formed. Okay,
so that's
already
muzzle.
On. Okay, and then the next step from there, a lot of people, like friends and other people I know that make them, they'll do the ears and all the other fun bits, but my sister actually showed me this little technique, and it works for me too, is to actually embroider your mouth and put your eyes on now. That way you don't have to fight with your ears.
Perfect.
Because you're always getting tangled, the thread's getting tangled
That makes sense. So do the face first, and that way you don't have to worry about it getting tangled with the ears.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Right. And it's just regular embroidery thread. On the red heel, we do a black embroidery thread, and then the eyes the same. Okay?
Very cool.
And the next step is I'll show we've got, on this one, we've actually got the eyes and the face done. Okay? And you can see that you put little eyelashes. You can make these any way you want.
Yeah, personalize it to yourself, because you have other examples here with different kinds of socks, different kinds of faces. So
a lot of people are telling me, oh, I'm afraid of sock monkeys, but you can make them as happy as you want, or as sad or as mean looking as you want, just by the face that you give them. Okay?
I love it. I love the classic.
I'm sorry, I missed kind of the step. I got ahead of myself here. But the next thing you want to do, once you've got your face on, you want to take all the ears, and then you just want to, again, go around the ears, and you want to get those ready to attach on, and you position those.
Okay.
So here we have an ear, a head that actually has the ears on now. Okay, and that's what that one's going to look like when you got the ears on it.
All right, sounds good. And we have a couple more steps left. We're going to take a quick break, show you how we're going to finish up Spongie, our sock monkey here, and tell you all about the bed and breakfast. All right, thank you so much. We'll be right back.